What's up, YouTube? You checking out the Frequent Flyer, and this is my review of the Huiying Toys HY 853. And this is the quad here. Now, these quads right here are some very powerful quads. They have really powerful motors, more powerful than the average micro of their size. Had me wondering if these guys cut a deal with Micro Motor Warehouse or something. These motors really have strong punch. When you give it a throttle punch, this thing rockets into the air. I was doing a video with the red one, and I was going to show you guys a throttle punch with it, and it just so happened that the LVC warning had kicked in already, and I didn't pay attention to it. And so when I did the throttle punch, this thing shot up in the air maybe 15 feet away, but it died in mid-thrust. So that tells a lot about how powerful the motors are. When I hit the throttle punch, it died in mid-air, but it still flew about 15 feet away from me and came falling down to the ground. But anyway, this quad flies really well. It holds a nice hover. Sometimes it can get drifty, however, but this thing does hold a nice hover. It's really stable. The yaw rate is nice. It has a nice yaw rate on it. I really like the design of these things. Look like little racing quads or little racing cars. It looks, you know, with the little canopy on there, it looks like somebody could be in there. I really like the design of them, and they feel substantial in the hand. They don't feel cheap. They feel like substantial. Like they're not really heavy, but they just don't. It just don't feel like cheap materials that they use to build these things. They're solid, and I've crashed them a lot of times as well, and they don't just appear to be solid. They really are. I've crashed them a lot, and none of them have ever broken so far. All I have is a little crack on this blue one from when I did that throttle punch. Actually, I have some of the bottoms switched around. I had a blue one, and I now have the bottom part of the blue one on this black one here. But it's a really nice flying quad. They're really fast because of the motors being so powerful. It has a pretty decent pitch on it. So when you kick the throttle up and you're trying to do fast forward flight, this thing flies along. But the throttle is so strong that you have to be careful of it elevating. It tends to elevate when you kick the throttle all the way up, even during fast forward flight. Full input forward, it'll still go up if you kick the throttle. What else? Oh yeah, these things have really nice LEDs. Now the LEDs on the black bottom, the bottom of these quads are semi-transparent, so the lights look really nice when they're glowing through the bottom portion of the quad. It actually lights the whole bottom up. The green one, the lights are green and blue, and the blue lights are in the front, the green lights are in the back. But this green one has, you can see a transparent green bottom to it, and the blue lights really don't show up well. It just looks like it's glowing all green. But they also have these really bright headlights. They're like flashlights. There's two of them right there in the front. And so you can still fly. They're still night flyers, even if this green one, you can't tell the difference between the colors in the back LEDs in the front, but you can see those bright LEDs, the flashlights, the white lights in the front. So you can use that for orientation at night. So they are quite capable night flyers. They come with 300 milliamp hour batteries, I believe it is. Let me see if I can retrieve one of the batteries. Okay, this is one of the batteries here. They're 250 milliamp hour batteries. So, and the flight times I'm getting are about 6 minutes, a little over 6 minutes. And I think that's because of the how powerful the motors are. But I'm getting a little over 6 minutes with these things. They come with prop guards as well. I haven't tested them with the prop guards. I just took them off. But they're pretty nice prop guards. I did end up breaking one of them, so they can be broken, as with any of the prop guards that come with these micro quads. But these work pretty well. They're pretty durable. I crashed it really hard to break this one. They fly really nice with the prop guards on it. They flip really nice with the prop guards on, because when they do the flip, these quads give a lot of elevation before the flip. So it flips really well with the prop guards on and off. But sometimes with the prop guards off, you got to be careful indoors, because it'll fly and hit the ceiling when you try to do a flip sometimes. And oh, they have these nice soft landing feet on them, so that's a nice little touch. It's a little grippy. And this is the transmitter here. So the transmitter is the same transmitter that they have with the nano drones that you get. However, they can be flown with this transmitter, which is a transmitter from the Huiying Toys X6050. And there's also another quad that Huiying Toys came out with. Well, they're coming out with, called the Y2015, and that has a really nice black controller like this, with a nice black soft touch finish to it, and you can fly with those as well. They're on the same protocol as the Cherson CX10 version 2, so you can fly them with that transmitter as well. Another tiny transmitter though. The transmitter, I don't like the fact that the left and right and forward and back trims are here on the shoulders, and it's a pretty nice size. Actually, it's not too small. It's a little larger than the Cherson CX10s and the Nano Quads transmitters, but I just don't like the button placement. You can see the speeds are here. It is 3 rates on it. So there's slow, medium, and then fast rates. The flip button is here, and then you got your rotational trims here. And it takes 4 AAA batteries. And this transmitter also comes in blue. So sometimes you'll get the red one, sometimes you'll get the blue transmitter. And so that's all there really is to say about them. I think I talked about everything. Oh yeah, if you needed to take the body apart, there's really a lot of screws that you have to undo. Even the prop guards were screwed on. You can get the prop guards to snap on without the screws, but for some reason they have screws here to screw the prop guards on, to keep them on. And so that's all there really is to say about it. Let's check them out in flight. Oh yeah, one other thing, they come with a prop removal tool. You get an extra set of spare blades, and you get a USB charging cable, and the manual is in half English and half Chinese, and I guess it's pretty legible. Pretty decent English, but there is Chinese writing underneath it. And so that's it. Let's go check it out in flight. Okay, so this is the indoor flight demo of the Huiying Toys HY 853. Just down there. Going to be flying it with this transmitter from the Y2015 by Huiying Toys, because the transmitter doesn't change any of the flight characteristics. It's just Makes it easier to fly for me. Yaw rate and all is the same. So this is, we're on low rates now. So pitch is nice on low rates, but not too fast. The yaw rate stays the same in all rates, so you can actually fly nice circuits in low rates because the yaw rate is so fast. Okay, now we're in mid rates. Pitch is a little deeper. Actually, in mid rates, it's deep enough to do nice funnels and bank turns with it. Okay, now we're in high rates. The pitch gets really deep now, especially forward and backwards pitch. And the yaw rates again stays the same. So you can do nice funnels with it. Fly it really fast. This thing has a lot of throttle punch, a lot of power in the motors. To show you guys how fast it'll elevate. It'll go up pretty quickly. Let's see, check out the flips. So the flips are really nice. It gives itself a lot of throttle before the flip, and you actually end up at a higher altitude than where you started most of the time. So yeah, the LEDs are really nice. This is a really nice flyer, a really nice quad as well. Green in the black, blue in the front, and then it has these bright white LEDs in the flashlights in the front. It has a really nice LVC warning as well. So there's LVC there. So you can see it starts off flashing slow, and then it gets a little faster as the battery continues to drain, and then eventually it'll just land itself. But that's all there really is to show about this one. A really nice quad by Huiying Toys. I really like it. An awesome quad. Thanks for watching.